And another cordial welcome to the Cedric Kushner Sports Network. I'm your host, Arnie Tokyo Rosenthal, and we're in Borderland Hall in Magdeburg, Germany. That's outside Berlin. Getting ready for tonight's twin bill. That's Silvio Meinel getting into the ring for the German Cruiserweight title fight. We're going to go up to our ring announcer now for those introductions.
In der blauen Ecke der Herausforderer, Ruediger May aus Köln, geboren am 26.11.1974, brachte er beim offiziellen Wiegen zu dieser deutschen Meisterschaft im Leichtschwergewicht gestern Abend 85,5 Kilogramm. 24 Kämpfe bestritt er als Profi, 24 Mal verließ er den Ring als Sieger. In der blauen Ecke aus Köln der Herausforderer, Ruediger May. In der roten Ecke der Titelverteidiger, geboren am 3.3.1964 in Berlin, brachte er gestern 85 Kilogramm, 10 Kämpfe, 10 Siege, 3-mal durch K.O. In der roten Ecke der deutsche Meister, der Titelverteidiger aus Berlin, Silvio Meinel. Der Kampf um die deutsche Meisterschaft im Leichtschwergewicht über 10 Runden. Er wird geleitet von Kurt Ströer aus Rüsselsheim.
All right, the vacant German title on the line here today. Let's get that right. Scheduled for 10 rounds, Rudy May undefeated, 24-0, only 5 wins by way of knockout. Big knockout in him has been the fact that he's only got those knockouts. Not a lot of punching power. Coming in today without Manfred Volka in his corner, longtime trainer of he and his brother Torsten May. Silvio Meinel, turning pro at 32 years of age, March of 96. He's 10-0, 3 wins by way of knockout, 35 years of age right now. Rudy May, still only 24. Look for that good stiff jab from May, stand-up style. Mile only 10 pro fights. Nice right-hand lead by Rudy May. May sometimes very complacent to go to distance. Oh, and a big lead. Drops down for a flash knockdown. Silvio Meinel. Uncharacteristic fast start here for Rudy May. Meinel takes the mandatory 8 count. Still 2 minutes or more to go here in this first round. Rudy May in the red and black, Meinel in the black and white. First time Meinel been down in his pro career. One that again started when he was 32, we were beginning to tell you there. Starting to press the attack a little bit now. Doesn't appear hurt. Quick flash knockdown by May. First scheduled 10-rounder for May, having coming out of the Barcelona Olympics in 92, didn't turn pro until Feb of 94. His brother Torsten May has already fought for the world title once, fighting Adolfo Washington for the vacant belt, losing that over the 12-round distance. As we said, May very complacent to go the distance in fights, not pressing the attack after dropping Meinel here in round 1. Nice kind of punching from Meinel. Third fight of 1999 for Ruediger May. 4 2 8-round decisions, Nigel Rafferty and Francis Fofon. Hasn't fought since May. First start of 99 for Meinel. Hasn't fought since beating Michael Klotz. We've got a correction for you. That was for the German Cruiserweight title. Won that over a 10-round decision in December of 98, and this would be his first defense of that belt. So we correct that. This is not for the vacant title. Come near the end of round number 1. Meinel seems to have his legs back. Not really hurt from that flash knockdown earlier in the round. Take a look here, see if we can pick up that flash knockdown. And you can see it was just a left jab catching Meinel off balance. Does a bit of a flip. More of a hot dog situation. See veteran cutman Denny Mancini in the corner there with Mai. Has a tendency to swell up and cut. We're going to take a look one more time. Just a good stiff jab. Caught Meinel coming in. Dropped him on the seat of his pants. Does a bit of a backward roll. Round number 2, scheduled for 10. German Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Ruediger Mai, he's in the black and red. Silvio Meinel in the black and white. Flash knockdown the beginning of round 1. Didn't seem to bother Meinel at all, and actually pressed the rest of the round in spite of the fact that I gave the round 10-8 to Mai because of the knockdown. Meinel had a pretty good second half of that round and is certainly the aggressor here in round number 2. Rudy Mai hasn't had a knockout since May of '96 when he stopped American Tim the Iceman St. Clair in 5 rounds. And not real clear just what the punching power situation is with him. But his brother Torsten, much heavier puncher. Not a killer, but certainly a heavier puncher. Counterpunching right lead by Mai. A lot of posing going on now between the two fighters. Meinel tries the same right hand lead back. A lot of feeling going on here in round number 2. Mai content to throw one jab at a time rather than double on that jab. And eats a counter left from Meinel. Meinel, very good counter puncher. Again, not a lot of strength behind his shots. He's only got 3 knockouts in his 10 wins. His last knockout coming against Stefan Stanko. And that was in March of '98. Had a fairly busy 1998 with 3 fights, culminating with the win of the German Cruiserweight Championship. And followed it up with taking off the balance of 1999 until now, here in September. So a 9-month layoff. And that might have had a lot to do with getting dropped in the first round, having a little bit of rust. Good combination by Mai, catches Meinel napping. Good strong finish for Rudy Mai, probably enough to steal this round. Meinel trying to come back a little bit himself.
Klare Treffer, meine Damen und Herren, liebe Boxsportfreunde, nicht nur im Ring der Bördelandshalle, klare Treffer auch in Helsinki beim Länderspiel, EM-Qualifikationsspiel. Finnland gegen Deutschland.
Action from round number 2. Meinel trying to work his way in with that jab. Rudy Mai, excellent defense. Shows a lot of lateral motion. Can fight going backwards or forwards. Take a look at. Tries to drop that uppercut in. Meinel slipping punches nicely. Even without Manfred Volka there tonight, you can see classic trained Manfred Volka fighter. Fights very much like Henry Maska. Stand up, straight, very mechanical, very East German. So we begin round 3. Both fighters off their stools quickly, meet at the center of the ring. Had to be separated by the referee. If you're just joining us, flash knockdown in round number 1 put Meinel on his pants for the first time in his pro career. Left hook starting to work well in this round for Rudy Mai. First scheduled 10-rounder for the former German Olympian. Mai still tentative about taking that second step in with doubling on the jab. Throws one jab at a time. And has a lot to do with why he doesn't land that right hand. By the time you're ready to throw that right off of one jab, your opponent's someplace else or he's set up to block it. There was a perfect example of it with Meinel. Nice body shot, though, by Mai. Drops in on the left rib cage. About halfway gone, round number 3. Don't forget, coming up, the IBF Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Sven Ottke and Thomas Tate. Tate will be attempting to win a world title for the 3rd time. Perhaps the 3rd time will be a charm for him. Coming into the backyard of the German champion. Right now we've got the German Cruiserweight title. Could argue that this is the best quality fighter in spite of the fact that he's only had 10 fights that Mai's ever fought. He's got a in spite of 24 wins, there's really no standout opponent that you can say, gee, he beat somebody, he beat so-and-so. He's really fought a lot of nobodies till this point. They've brought him along very slowly. He was considered the weaker of the two brothers. And maybe the patience will pay off tonight.
Und mit dem Ende der 3. Runde darf ich Ihnen jetzt auch nochmal das Eurostar Promotion Team aus Düsseldorf vorstellen, nachdem Sie Nicole und Gabi schon kennengelernt haben. Meine Damen und Herren, hier kommt Jasmin.
Linke musst du weiter so exklusiv bringen, ja? Und, pass auf, nicht locker machen, ist dein Mutter. Schön wieder aufpassen auf deine Verteidigung, ja? Alles klar, sonst ist das gut, wie du es machst.
Ringfrei, Runde 4.
Round 4 scheduled for 10. Both fighters off their stools fast again. Referee having to tell them to get back in their corner. Rudy Mai in black and red. Silvio Meinel, he's in the black and white. One knockdown in the fight. Flash knockdown back in round number 1. Meinel finding himself on the seat of his pants from a very good stiff left jab by Mai. Might have been the rust. Hasn't fought in 9 months. Longest layoff of his short career that started in March of '96 at 32 years of age. He's 35 now. Rudy Mai, 24-0 and still only 24 years of age. Started a few months shy of his 20th birthday. Back in February of '94, 4-round decision win. Turned pro in California. I was actually at that fight in San Jose, beating Fred Simmons in a 4-round decision.
Stopp! Stopp!
Odd place for a German Olympian to turn pro, but nevertheless, there he was. It had been a while since the Olympics, so they just wanted to get it over with, and that was it. By trying to throw that uppercut off the left jab. Still has the problem of not getting inside. Need that second jab to make that happen. Meinel being aggressive in spurts. Not enough, though, to really keep Mai off track right now. Oh, nice right hand by Meinel. Seems to be an abrasion now on the left eye of Rudy Mai. Of course, he's got great veteran cutman Denny Mancini in his corner. And let's see if that's bleeding or not. Again, that right drops in by Meinel. Best round of the fight thus far for the defending German cruiserweight champion. Mai getting tentative, throwing those shots from outside. Leaves him open for the counter-punching Meinel. Now doubling on the jab. Rudy Mai trying to move in. Doesn't follow with that right hand, though. Another good attack by the defending champion. He's moving in on his second jab when he doubles up and throwing the right over the top. Mai starting to drop his left hand a little bit, certainly on his bike right now. Good combinations again by Meinel. There does seem to be a little nick on that left eye of Rudy Mai as we're coming to the end of round number 4. We're scheduled for 10.
Das war das Ende der 4. Runde im Kampf um die deutsche Meisterschaft im Leichtschwergewicht und wir begrüßen hier in der Bördelandhalle den
Not exactly sure who that was. Might have been a relative of Rudy Mai, his wife, his girlfriend, but we take a look at action here. Keep an eye out now for that. I thought this would have been where we would have seen the right. Heads might have clashed in close there. Wife of Silvio Meinel at ringside as well. Take a look at that left eye of Rudy Mai. Doesn't seem to be cut. Seems to be swollen though.
Noch wieder den Moment erfühlen. Du weißt, was ich meine, ja?
We begin round number 5. Last round momentum shift to Silvio Meinel. Starting to really become a lot more aggressive, as you just saw there, doubling on the jab, throwing that right over the top, and bothering that left eye of Ruediger Mai. Not a very close fight point-wise at this point. I've got it 40-36 for Mai. 10-8 first round, winning rounds 2 and 3 and giving round number 4 the first time of the fight to Silvio Meinel. We'll see if he can maintain that momentum shift. So far in the first 30 seconds of round 5, he's doing such. Just the fact that Meinel could hang here after only 10 pro fights and turning pro at 32 with the likes of a highly touted Ruediger Mai is impressive alone. Mai continues on his bicycle, fighting very much the same way he did in the 4th round.
Step back.
Meinel seems to be abandoning the aggression that was working for him earlier in the round and certainly throughout the 4th round. Has a lot of problems with the movement. When Mai gives him lateral motion, he just comes to a complete standstill. When Mai stands in front of him like this, though, he knows what to do, and he's trying to throw that right over the top. Mai has that habit. He drops that left hand. Got rocked there, too. Good compact defense on the part of Meinel. Keeps those elbows tucked in well, stopping any body attack from Rudy Mai. Right dropped in there. It's by Mai on the forehead to Meinel. That's why Meinel was holding on there momentarily. Under a minute to go in the 5th round. Round pretty much up for grabs at this point. Meinel came out strong. Rudy Mai took over the next 60 seconds. We come near the end now. Not an easy round to score.
Stop.
Sechste Runde schon.
So, ganz souverän bleiben, nicht die Nerven verlieren. Ja? Immer wieder absichern, sparsamer boxen, aber du musst den richtigen, wie ich so immer sage, den richtigen Moment, sonst gut. Deine Beine.
Silvio Meinel seems to be breathing very heavily in his corner. We're only halfway gone in this fight. Eddie Mancini applying the end swell to the left eye of Rudy Mai, was swelling up, seems to have it under control. Round 6 for the German Cruiserweight Championship. Champion Silvio Meinel, he's in the black shorts with the white stripe, having a very tough time right now with Rudy Mai. He got dropped in the 1st round. Had a pretty decent 4th round, couldn't keep the momentum going in round number 5. I've got it 50-45 unofficially for Rudy Mai right now, looking to get his 25th straight win against no defeats. Meinel looking very tired between rounds, breathing heavily in his corner. Again, how much rust is a factor here tonight? Biggest layoff of his short career, hasn't fought in 9 months. That was when he last fight was back in December '98. Michael Klotz winning the German Cruiserweight Championship. It's the 3rd fight of '99 for Rudy Mai. Still has that very complacent style. I keep saying that. Not much of a killer instinct. Very happy to be a stick and move, cutie kind of fighter. And for somebody up around that weight, cruiserweight, to have only 5 knockouts and 24 wins, hard to get excited about him. Waited a long time to take his first 10-rounder, too. First time he's in scheduled 10-rounder. Oddly enough, with the shorter career, Meinel's been 10 rounds 5 times in his career. He went 10 rounds in his 5th pro fight against Horace Fleary back in '97, January '97 to be exact, stopping him in 10 rounds. So he's been the 10-round distance 5 times over a 10-fight career. Mai now in his 25th pro fight. This is his first scheduled 10-rounder. Well, we'll see if the late rounds should mean anything. Of course, Mai has been 8 rounds twice and 6 rounds on numerous occasions. And for some reason, they have never stepped him up to a distance fight. Get right over the top again by Meinel. That's been the best punch of the fight thus far for him. Dropping that right over the top, right onto that left eye of Rudy Mai. Mai gets a warning. Both fighters get a warning for roughhouse tactics. Meinel starting to use that head a little bit on the inside. Referee didn't notice it.
Stop. Anmerken lassen. Dann bleib lang draußen. Und dann hau doch mal ab, dann schüttelst man die Arme, wenn du fest bist. Aber dann musst du in der ganz weiten Distanz. Und dann ist wieder auf, lass die linke hoch. Gut. Die darf nicht unterschätzen, er macht das Spiel weiter.
Round 6 action. You see that clubbing right hand over the top by Meinel. That's been his Sunday punch in this fight. Certainly causing some swelling on that left eye of Ruedi Mai. Hasn't been able to really follow it up with anything. Mai with the superior reach and height advantage. He's been able to tie him up after that kind of stuff. Round 7. Not a bad round 6 for Meinel. I gave it to him on my scorecard. Still got him down by 4 points, 59-55. Remember that 10-8 round back in round number 1 when he got dropped. Hasn't helped him. Still plenty of time to go here, though, where he can pick things up if he could carry the momentum going as he's doing here in the 7th round. Meinel's in the black shorts, Ruedi Mai in the red and black. Except for the flash knockdown in the first, nobody else been on the floor. Once again, keep in mind, Ruedi Mai's never been past 8 rounds. First scheduled 10-rounder, that may become a factor if this goes the distance. Meinel's been 10 rounds 5 times. Ruedi Mai has a beautiful jab. Just a shame that he doesn't double it up enough. Pawing again at that left eye seems to be bothering him. Head's getting a little sloppy inside there. Swelling continues. Good left-right, good sharp combinations by Meinel. Catches Ruedi Mai napping. When he stands right in front of Meinel, Meinel has no problem with him. It's that lateral motion drives Meinel crazy. Doesn't know how to cut off the ring on Mai. Another good round for the German Cruiserweight champion. As Ruedi Mai throws a headlock through desperation, perhaps, on Silvio Meinel. Another good crisp combination. That right hand starting to land almost at will. It could be apparent that Mai's starting to run out of gas after building up an early lead. Or perhaps being a little economical now because of his concerns about going the full 10 rounds. Whatever it is, he gets clipped again. Near the end of round 7, good one for Silvio Meinel, trying to work his way back into this fight.
Oh, stop!
As the promoter of tonight's card, Wilfred Sauerland. We're coming to you from Magdeburg, Germany, and Bordlin Hall. Arnie Tokyo Rosenthal, hope you're enjoying our show, of course. Coming up, IBF Super Middleweight Championship, Sven Atke and Thomas Tate. Right now, instructions being given to Ruedi Mai, trying to kickstart him again here. There's his brother, Torsten. Fought for the world title against Adolfo Washington, losing a close decision. Haven't heard much of him recently. Probably enjoying watching his brother now. See if he can move his way into a world title shot. Round 8 scheduled for 10 for the German Cruiserweight Championship. Champion Silvio Meinel turning things around a little bit last round. Has managed, at least on my scorecard, to win the last 3 out of 4 rounds. Tightening things up a little bit, 68-65. Keep in mind we had that 2-point first round. Ruedi Mai been fighting very tentatively, fighting from the outside. This is the furthest Mai's ever been in his professional career, 8 rounds. Only done that twice. As odd as that seems for a guy that's got a record of 24-0. A lot of men fought many world title fights by this time, especially with the pedigree that Mai has. Meinel throwing a little more caution to the wind coming in here, but a lot better counter punching right now by Rudy Mai, catching him as he comes walking in, beating him to the punch. Looking a lot sharper and a lot crisper here than he did in the last 3-4 rounds. Content to have Meinel chase him right now. Then all of a sudden he puts on the brakes and catches him with a combination similar to what we just saw. More than halfway gone in round number 8. Again, there's that good lateral motion from Rudy Mai. Good job on his left eye by Denny Mancini, keeping that swelling down. Right hand right on it, started to make it balloon up a little bit and managed to keep it in check right now. And Mai's keeping Meinel in check right now. Meinel looking a little fatigued right now too, keeping his hands very low. Basically just moving on in and getting into a wrestling match on the inside. Very sloppy round, not the round that Meinel needed. Strong finish at the end of round 8, but not enough, though, I don't believe, to steal the round for the champion, Silvio Meinel. There'll be a sellout crowd here as you take a look at Borderland Hall. We're not far outside of Berlin here in Magdeburg.
Du musst ihn viel leer laufen lassen. Geh rechts und links aus der Linie, hast du verstanden?
Ja, klar.
Na gut. Dann mal sehen, ob du das umsetzen kannst. Oh. Nochmal.
Geh auf Halbdistanz, Silvio, und hau mir die Rechte. Mehr die Rechte jetzt, das ist doch egal. 2 Runden.
Er wird in der letzten noch mal alles geben, deswegen bist du jetzt dran. Er gibt in der letzten alles, ja? Du jetzt.
Komm, ich schaff's. Du musst jetzt nur ballern.
Very exhausted Silvio Meinel in that corner. On top of it, referee comes over, gives him a warning to keep his punches up.
Runde 9.
Round 9, Arnie Tokyo Rosenthal at Borderland Hall, Magdeburg, Germany. German Cruiserweight Championship. Champion Silvio Meinel looking very fatigued between rounds. He's in the black shorts, Rudy Mai in the red. Having a bit of a resurgence in round number 8, but he's in uncharted waters now. He's never been past 8 rounds before in his pro career. Hearing the words round number 9 for the first time. As we mentioned earlier, Meinel, in spite of having only had 10 pro fights, has been the 10-round distance 5 times. So we'll see if that proves to be any sort of an advantage. Right now, unofficially, I've got Rudy Mai up 78-74 at the end of 8 rounds. More or less putting Meinel, on my card anyway, in a situation where he needs a knockdown, if not a knockout, to win this fight. Jab's been the key weapon for Rudy Mai, as it has been throughout his entire pro career. Still lacks that killer instinct, though. Does not go after his man. Even when he had Meinel down in the first round, didn't jump on him. It appears there may be a trickle of blood now, finally, from that left eye of Rudy Mai. It's been swollen. Denny Mancini did a good job keeping the swelling down. Let's see if he's pawing at it. Head's getting sloppy on the inside, too. Once again, coming up, the IBF Super Middleweight Championship, Otke and Tate. Sven Otke surprising the world with that big upset of Charles Brewer. Looking for his third successful defense. He's still undefeated. Only 2 wins by way of knockout, though. Must be something with German fighters lately. They don't knock anybody out. 15-0, only 2 KOs.
Nicht halten.
Sort of an aborted right-hand lead by Meinel there. Meinel really out of gas right now. Sort of had his second wind in the middle rounds. My card taking rounds 4, 6, and 7. Now can't seem to get anything started again, and he just keeps walking in. Continues to chase Rudy Mai. Mai puts on the brakes and then catches him with a combination. A very good round number 9 for the former Olympian.
Mit dem Ende der 9. Runde dürfen wir Ihnen noch eine Weltrekordhalterin, Olympiasiegerin und Weltmeisterin vorstellen. Hier in Magdeburg. Herzlich willkommen dem Schwimmstar Dagmar Hase.
Ganz stabil.
So, jetzt nochmal zusammenreißen, ist ja nichts mehr. Schön sparsam boxen, effektiv boxen. Aber die Stieflinke nochmal schön stabil drin. Er wird noch auf die Karte setzen. Den versuchen abzubrennen. Pass auf, dass er nicht über der Linke kommt. Das ist ein paar Mal rübergekommen. Stimmt's? So, das darf nicht passieren jetzt. Das wird er nochmal mit aller Macht. Also das ist immer meist nur 10 Sekunden, 20 Sekunden. Also du musst da ganz souverän sein, ja? Weil er jetzt will. Und jetzt kannst du ihn gleich reinbiegen.
Zur 10. Runde.
Komm, die letzte Runde, nochmal souverän.
Come on.
10th and final round, German Cruiserweight Championship, Silvio Meinel. Unofficially at this point, needing a knockout to win. He's in the black shorts, red and black for Rudy Mai. I've got him up 88-83. Only knockdown in the fight, came back in the first round. Flash knockdown off a jab of Rudy Mai. Mai didn't follow it up and content to box from the outside, using that good stiff jab, and every once in a while, letting Meinel walk into a combination. Shown good lateral motion throughout the fight, and this being his first scheduled 10-rounder. Meinel seems to have run out of gas after round 7. Had pretty good middle rounds. Hasn't been able to follow it up, and unofficially in dire need of a knockdown or a knockout to win this fight. Again, that's how this reporter sees it. There's that right over the top by Meinel. That's been the best punch of the fight for him. Dropping that right in over the dropping left hand of Rudy Mai. Mai looking very much now like the fighter that he did in rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7. As soon as that right hand lead drops in by Meinel, Rudy Mai seems to go in a shell. And again, it appears to me that there's an abrasion on the left eye. I can't tell now if it's bleeding, but he's certainly getting whacked around here now in round number 10. Best 30 seconds of the fight for Silvio Meinel. Can he keep it up at this point? I'm fairly sure that a cut has opened up. And there he goes, pawing at that left eye again. Oh, we've said that a couple of times throughout the fight, and then went back to the corner and there was no cut. Big rights over the top again by Meinel. Really starting to do some action here. Still over a minute to go in the 10th and final round, and Meinel really taking the fight now to Rudy Mai. Is it too little, too late, though? Mai trying to fight back. Big attack now by Silvio Meinel, trying to hold on to his title. And Rudy Mai trying to hold on to him. Anything to stop those punches. That's the end of the fight. Very good 10th round for Silvio Meinel, but where had he been? On my card, certainly too little too late. I've got it 97-93 for Ruediger Mai. And we're going to look in there and see if what we reported as the cut finally opened really did happen. Silvio Meinel totally exhausted. Seemed to run out of gas after round 7. We'll take a look at 10th round action. Good stiff jab, that right just missing off the button. But he landed a lot of other rights throughout the round. Taking a look from another angle. There's that right over the top that landed right on the eye of Rudy Mai, and you see it go right into a shell. Meinel knows how to use that head in the inside. For a fighter with only 10 pro fights, he knew a lot of dirty tricks. If we can get Rudy Mai to turn around here, we'll see if that eye did open up. Waiting the official decision. Be very surprised, though, if it's close. In spite of the good performance in the 10th round, it was big, fairly easy win for Rudy Mai, going to 10-round distance. Yes, and that eye did open up, as you can see in the 3rd round. Eddie Mancini did a great job keeping the swelling down throughout the fight. But it's really sure caused by that right hand over the top of Silvio Meinel. And lucky for Rudy Mai that cut didn't open up till the 10th round.
Und hier, meine Damen und Herren, das Punkteurteil des Kampfgerichts um die deutsche Meisterschaft im Leichtschwergewicht. Ringrichter Kurt Ströer wertet den Kampf 97-92, Walfried Rollert 98-91 und Karl-Heinz Siebert 98-92. Neuer deutscher Meister im Leichtschwergewicht und damit auch in seinem 25. Profikampf ungeschlagen aus Köln, Ruediger Mai.
There you have it. Scores similar to the way I started, 97-93. And there's that knockdown again from round number 1, which sort of set the pattern for the fight, at least through the first 4 or 5 rounds. Rudy Mai, the new German cruiserweight champion. He'll improve to 25-0. Silvio Meinel taking his first defeat as a pro. He'll drop down to 10-1. Posing for the cameras there. Meinel has got his 10-rounder out of the way. He's got to look a little forward here, and the clock is ticking on him, although he's still only 24 years of age, which has allowed them to get all of these, I won't say meaningless fights, but certainly learning fights under his belt and take his time with it. And you know, a lot of that had to do with why he didn't turn pro until 1994. But 5 years of professional fighting now, and certainly time to start making some moves upward if he's going to make some noise in the cruiserweight division. About ready to get